Bonjour, je m'appelle Shakespeare. My ear don't pick up dirt. It picks up murder. Murder turns up in funny places. So why am I laughing? Because I never laugh. I don't worry either, especially about life. I figure if you don't get out of life alive anyway, why worry about it? Memory is a funny thing too. It can trip you up.
Hey, who are you?
Funny, I thought you knew.
No.
Name's Spear. But I prefer to go by my nickname. Never could figure out why they call it a nickname. No one ever calls me Nick. They call me Shake. Shakespeare, #1 private investigator in Windy City, Chicago, USA. I also write for the magazines. Crime stories, mostly. Who poisoned Juliet? Don't go into the toast. If life don't get me, the critics will.
Still here, Shake?
Looks that way. This here is my secretary, Marlo. Type this up.
I didn't bring my typewriter. It's awful heavy.
When you get back to the office.
Will do. Never get out of life alive. Why worry about it? Oh, Shake, you're a philosopher.
You say so, Marlo.
Miss Elsinore, the society queen, called again from the Elsinore mansion. She seemed awful upset.
Moiter, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Marlo, shake a leg.
Shake a leg, Shake? Oh, Shake, you're so witty. Shake a leg.
Where do you want these mums, ma'am?
Anywhere.
As you like it.
I thought you said they were mums.
Ma'am?
No, mums. Those aren't chrysanthemums, they're roses.
Bless me, I do believe you're right, ma'am.
Unless
They're definitely roses.
Unless I'm mistaken in their paper roses?
They don't need to be watered, only dusted. They don't die. Real flowers die.
Oh, stop speaking about that.
Mum's the word.
No mums.
Indeed I do, ma'am. Upset, is it? No wonder. With the son's what's cuckoo and a dead husband that won't stay dead, not to mention a certain young lady named Ophelia who's gone daft as silly putty. The whole place is in a tempest. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, if you ask me.
Someone's at the door.
Bong. I didn't hear nothing.
There.
You've got sensitive ears, Mom.
Mom.
Mom. Whatever.
Gertrude!
Oh, come on.
Gertrude!
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
Gertrude! Oh, sit down, sit down. You look distraught.
Oh,
You can't fool me.
Oh, you can't fool me. What's Helen been up to this time?
the usual, says he talks to his father. I am thy father's
His father is dead.
He says someone murdered his father.
He watches too much television.
I have his father.
What are we going to
What are we
do?
going to do?
Well, first we could get rid of these paper flowers. I hate paper flowers.
I have a habit, strong offspring.
Hamlet's off all right. You know, sometimes I wonder if Hamlet would be more in a home, if you understand my meaning.
A gentleman what calls himself Shakespeare and a Miss Marlowe. They're coming in here, so you can help me see them.
Oh, that's a part of the investigators. Can't send for. Bring them.
You say a private investigator, Cody.
Oh, private investigator.
Bring them. Show them.
Your coat and hat, sir.
I'll keep the chapeau. Don't feel dressed without it.
Right.
I'd
I just deal with it.
No, I'd like a word with Rose.
I'd like a word with Rose, Joseph. See if you can find her.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're...
Mom.
Oh.
Oh,
Now, I'm Mrs. Griffin.
now I'm Mrs. Gertrude Rose, and this is my husband, John.
So you're the private investigator.
Isn't that what says your card, Shake?
Loud
Yes.
and clear, Camille. Loud and clear.
Give me that. Shake ribs. Best ribs in town. Open 24 hours. Ask about our special sauce. What does this mean? To Shakespeare, #1 private investigator of the Weekly City. And a member of the trashy magazine Writers Guild.
I didn't know you wrote fiction.
You didn't see Shakespeare's income tax for life once.
Park it, Marla.
Park it, Marlo.
Whatever you say, Shake.
Take copious notes.
Will do.
It's about my son.
As I understand it,
As I understand, someone is crying moiter.
Boy,
What's that?
The crime of unlawfully killing someone, especially with chalice of foretold.
Ah, you don't mean chalice. You mean madness.
That too.
you don't mean loiter, you mean murder.
Shake has a colorful way with words.
Thank God I'm colorful. Is that orange?
Looks like one.
How do you spell chalice?
It's about my son.
take charge, Christina. It's my son.
It's my son from my first marriage. He's gone, how shall we say it, Stacy.
What was your first
What was
husband?
your first husband's name?
Mr. Ellison.
I thought he was Mr. Elsinore.
He is my previous husband and my current husband were brothers.
You know what they say, Marlo, the family that slays together stays together. That's funny.
I don't think so.
I mean, I never laugh.
We just heard you.
If memory ain't true,
Memory ain't tripping me up.
there was plenty of
There was
talk.
plenty of talk when you married your brother's widow.
Cheap gossip.
What other kind is there?
What other kind is there? Expensive? Your brother was rich and you were rather poor.
Something.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, she's not.
My point exactly.
I'm getting tired of your insinuations.
Shake, you're being impolite. You can catch more flies with sugar than you can with vinegar.
Why would I want to catch flies?
What's your son's
What's your
Hamlet's name is Hamlet.
funny kind of thing?
funny kind of name, Omlete? I'll have to turn that over.
Not always Hamlet. And would you please stop dropping those orange feelings on my carpet?
Why?
Orange don't go with the room's color scheme, Shake. It clashes.
Quiet, Marlo!
I don't think asking this.
Okay. I don't think asking this man into our home is a very wise idea.
But since you're here,
But since you're here, my son Omlete,
my son
Hamlet, my stepson Omlete,
Who is also your nephew?
quiet!
has been
Has
dropping
been dropping hints that someone more than Ivy murdered his father.
Who is also your brother.
Quiet, Marlo!
Take
Notes and leave the talking to Shakespeare.
Will do.
Hamlet says the ghost. That's you.
Hamlet says the ghost of his father speaks.
Christina, see
And the
if
spook
he's
says he was
shut
murdered?
Mr. Roses. The scandal would be horrendous.
Not only that, it might cause talk.
Exactly.
You got a picture of your son.
You got a picture of your son, Gertie?
Right here.
Go ahead, Christina, take the lead. Matthew, you want to follow her. You want to follow her. Good, that's a good clear.
This is
Cody.
Hamlet on the bearskin rug.
You can take me.
Right here on the piano. Here's Hamlet on the bearskin rug. Wasn't he cute?
Sure wish it was more recent. Omelet.
I'll see if I can find it.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Elsinore.
Come on, let's pick up the cues here.
You've got to help. How can you? The family name is at stake. You have to get to the bottom of Hamlet's neurosis.
You need a little help too, Gertie. You're coming apart at the seams.
Those are fancy schemes, Shake.
Okay, the word of
Miss Marlowe, go out to the car, to the glove compartment, and get my revolver.
You want me to go outside to the car, to the glove compartment, and get you a revolver?
Yeah.
Will do!
Good, go, grab him. 2
I've
minutes.
never met a man like, oh wait. I've never met a man like you, Shake. You smell of the cutter. Your work is shady and unrespectable. I find myself morbidly attracted. Kiss me, morbidly attracted. Kiss me.
Turn around and back. A good kiss.
She's gotten away again, Mrs. Elsinore.
Pull him around front, and then slap your up nose, the up crime.
You don't know the meaning of royalty.
We know the meaning of the word big T.
Go. It's you, Cody.
Oh,
He's
I see
heading
him.
this way.
Okay, he's on his way.
He's heading this way.
He's heading this way.
Omelet?
Hamlet!
Let's see see how he
Let's
acts?
see how he acts when no one's around. Scatter.
Run. And music. Let me try her fingertips. Ribbit.
Worse than I thought. Excuse me, young man.
Do I know you?
Friend of your mother's.
Loud and clear, Brian.
Where is she? Is she engaged?
As far as I know, she's already married.
Mind if I take your pulse?
Mind if I take your pulse?
Stay with them on this
If it
side.
makes you happy.
You have the pulse.
The pulse rate is almost as good as a lie detector. Their pulse is as strong as a grandfather's clock.
You got your hand on my wristwatch.
What do you know?
Well, what do you know? What's that you're reading there?
Oh, words.
I guess
I guess if you gotta read something, it might as well be words.
Friend of my mother's. Ha! You must think of a simpleton. You're a private investigator.
What makes you think so?
You left one of your business cards in the hallway.
Careless of me. So what's all this talk of your father being moitered? The ghost. What does the ghost say down in?
He doesn't say, but I do have a suspicion.
What do you suspicion?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
The murderer is...
Yeah.
Here's a gun, Shane. Do you want bullets?
She's got a gun,
Look what you've done, Marlowe. You scared him off.
Sorry, Shane.
Hamlet's always been afraid of guns. Ever since he was burned as a child with a cat pistol. Oh, very fond of knives, though. Oh, pardon.
One question, Shane.
Yes?
Do you want bullets or not?
Yes, I want bullets.
who else was in that will beside the Stern sister?
Who else was in the will
You're
besides the Stern
speaking
sisters?
Gertrude. Who else was in the will?
Wealthy widows make tempting wives.
I never heard of that.
I've never heard of that.
You don't need enough fortune cookies.
Usually a rich.
Usually a rich relative lives a long time.
I've had enough of
I've
it.
had enough of your insinuation.
I'd like to flap jaw.
I like a flapjaw with this orchid or Ophelia.
That's her. That's Ophelia.
Scatter.
Scatter. Get.
Everybody runs.
Hey, boy, there is on a beard. Hey, naughty, naughty. Hey, naughty, naughty. It's brave.
Another flake.
Farewell to you, my dove. Will you help me with my rap, please?
Rap? Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, thank you. Oh, what lovely flowers. I could drown myself in a pile of flowers. I never know it. Hamlet loves me. He loves me not. Hamlet loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. I think that's what I'll do. I'll go drown myself. It was nice meeting you, Mr.
Spear. Shakespeare.
Can I have my wrap, please?
Tell me this.
Tell me this.
Walk up to her.
Were you in the late Mr. Elsinore's will?
On this side.
I could tell her.
You the latest girls first.
Were you in the late Mr. Elsinore's will?
Where the lights go?
Now,
And pose and lights on. Everybody, Matthew, look around at everyone. We're all frozen. And then almost frozen. And you're saying.
I have a revolver here somewhere. Where is it?
And
I've got shake with bullets.
everybody's got to change
I
now.
want everyone in this room, and I want everyone in this room now.
Everyone's here.
What?
Look.
Incidentally, Gertie, you ought to pay your electric bill. There are a lot of suspects in
I've
this.
never had a case with somebody
I've never had a case with so many suspects.
all benefited.
You all benefited from the late Mr. Elsinore's will.
So what?
I'll tell you what. One of you could be a murderer, murderess, a murderer, a murderer, or a murderess, murderer, or a murderer, murderess.
Poor baby.
Murder most foul.
Tell us about your dream, Omlete.
Suppose you tell us.
Suppose you tell us about your dream, Omlete.
Well, how do I?
What was your dream about, big kid?
I'm listening, kid.
Well, in my dream,
You just
I
stand
see
up
my
and
father
act this out.
sleeping in the library.
Get every word, Marlo.
I used to take lukewarm Ovaltine. It was his favorite beverage.
Please. So, someone sneaks into the room and
No.
takes a small bottle of poison from the vase.
A vase like this one?
Yeah. And then he walks over to my father and opens the bottle.
Isn't Hamlet handsome?
I have no time for romance.
Okay,
Kid.
stand up,
Are you
Brian.
listening to Mr.
Brian.
Pryor?
Yes, I'm
Stand up
listening.
and
Keep up
sit
the
down.
dribble.
Okay. Go ahead. Say it again. Try again. Go ahead, Miss Mary.
I have no time for romance, Ophelia. Are you listening, Mr. Private Investigator?
Yes, I'm listening. Keep up the dribble.
Fine. So he Private Investigator?
Yes, I'm listening. Keep up the dribble.
Fine. So he opens the bottle and pours the liquid into my father's ear.
What do you know?
I do that. Come up behind him so that you don't upstage yourself. And I would do it mostly standing because you know how all the audience is going to be seated in chairs. Okay? So start that
And he
one
pours
line
the
again.
liquid into my father's ear.
What do you know?
And that's how my father was murdered.
Wasn't me.
Certainly wasn't him.
And I thought Mr. Elsinore died because he ate too many olives.
Olives. Now we're getting somewhere.
Where did he get the olives?
Where did you get the olives?
They were in the bottom of his cocktail glass.
Sorry, I asked.
You all had voted.
You all had voted.
For that center.
You.
I was
Respond
in the
to
way.
him. Good.
But you married a...
He's a butt.
You mean he sleeps in the nude?
I mean, he's a nut about old movies.
He's a nut, period.
So you mean you thought the movie was his dream? That's right. I've seen the film many times. Hamlet's not the brightest boy in town.
And, all right, now you missed, by this time you're throwing him in.
Oh,
So
already?
you're late, yes.
Okay.
Yes, so now you come back to the top.
Imbecile!
So you correct, you throw him into the center, that's right.
Freaking imbecile!
Fair enough.
Ugh.
What's happening? You're up. Yes, okay, and your daddy wasn't murdered, Hamlet. It was only a
What?
film on television, cable network.
Film?
Yes, it's a movie.
It's a murder
It's
movie.
a murder movie. What you described was a murder scene. Did your daddy have a mustache?
No.
Did the man in your dream have a mustache?
Yes.
There you have it. It wasn't a dream at all.
Reruns.
I feel like such a fool.
I don't throw that line away. I feel that like ends the beat. So now I feel like such a fool. Shakespeare crosses over. I'll ask the questions.
I'll ask the questions.
Come along, Gilda. It's boutique time.
Right, you are Rosa. Let's hop in.
Let's see. Motive, method of murder.
Hamlet, since there wasn't a murder, does that mean we can be a twosome again?
If you do something about your hair.
Oh, wonderful.
Lovely. That's a lovely accent. Let's reconsider the possibility, Shake.
Let's reconsider the possibility
Of them olives.
of them olives being the murder weapon.
You slap in one more and 1, 2, 3. Got Matthew, turn away, grab
You told another one, chick. I don't know how you do it. This kiss will make another great story for a trashy crime magazine.
I don't think I'm gonna rate this one. It's been a comedy of errors.
Well, in that case, chick, I'd like to write it up for trashy.
Why don't you call it omelet a bad egg?
No, I think I'm going to call it Hamlet.
Let me tell you something, Marlo. A title like that will never sell.
Like, give it a try.
But give it a try.
Will do.
Let's get out of this pause, will ya? That Gertie sure packs a wallop.
It was a dark and stormy night when the ghost of Hamlet's